relaxing music accompanied by a chronological introduction to 40 significant historical events. 1. Construction of the pyramids in Egypt. The pyramids of Egypt are magnificent architectural achievements of ancient civilization. They were built around 2500 BC. The Great Pyramid of Giza, in particular, is one of the 7 wonders of the world. 2. Establishment of the Code of Hammurabi. The Code of Hammurabi was established around 1754 BC. It contains the famous phrase "an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth." This code is one of the first sets of written laws created to maintain social order. 3. Alexander the Great's Eastern Expedition. Alexander the Great embarked on his expedition to the east from 334 BC to 323 BC. He conquered the Persian Empire and advanced as far as India. His campaigns facilitated cultural exchange and laid the foundations for Hellenistic culture. 4. Establishment of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was established in 27 BC when Octavian became the first emperor. During this period, Rome became a vast empire controlling the entire Mediterranean region. Roman laws and architectural techniques still influence us today. 5. Birth and expansion of Christianity. Christianity spread in the 1st century through the teachings of Jesus Christ. The religion quickly expanded throughout the Roman Empire. By the 4th century, it became the state religion of Rome and spread across Europe. 6. Fall of the Western Roman Empire. The Western Roman Empire fell in 476 AD. This event marked a significant transition from the ancient to the medieval era. The invasion by Germanic tribes was a primary cause. 7. Birth of Islam. In the early 7th century, the Prophet Muhammad founded Islam. Starting from Mecca, this religion quickly spread across the Middle East. Islam continues to have a large number of followers worldwide. 8. Coronation of Charlemagne. In 800 AD, Charlemagne was crowned as the Holy Roman Emperor by the Pope. This event symbolized the unification of medieval Europe. Charlemagne's reign promoted the cultural revival of Western Europe. 9. Start of the Crusades. The First Crusade began in 1096. Christians embarked on expeditions to recapture the Holy Land of Jerusalem. These crusades continued for about 200 years, causing significant religious and political conflicts. 10. Establishment of the Mongol Empire. In the early 13th century, Genghis Khan established the Mongol Empire, which became the largest contiguous empire in history. The expansion of the Mongol Empire enhanced east-west exchanges. 11. Beginning of the Renaissance. The Renaissance began in Europe from the 14th to the 16th century. This cultural movement revived ancient Greek and Roman culture. Arts, science, and literature flourished significantly during this period. 12. Columbus's arrival in America. In 1492, Christopher Columbus reached the Americas. His voyages led to the discovery of the New World, initiating exchanges between Europe and America. This event significantly altered the course of world history. 13. Start of the Reformation. In 1517, Martin Luther started the Reformation. He criticized the corruption within the Catholic Church and established the Protestant Church. The Reformation had a profound impact across Europe. 14. Start of the Age of Exploration. From the 15th to the 17th century, European explorers crossed the seas in search of new routes. Famous explorers include Vasco da Gama of Portugal and Magellan of Spain. This era expanded geographic knowledge globally. 15. Puritan Revolution. From 1642 to 1651, the Puritan Revolution occurred in England. The conflict arose between the monarchy and the Parliament. Ultimately, the monarchy was abolished, and Oliver Cromwell established the Commonwealth of England. 16. American Revolutionary War. From 1775 to 1783, America fought for independence from Britain. George Washington led the Americans to victory. This war resulted in the establishment of the United States of America. 17. French Revolution. The French Revolution began in 1789. It overthrew the monarchy and established a republic. The ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity spread throughout Europe and had a profound influence. 18. Napoleonic Wars. From 1803 to 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte waged wars across Europe. His innovative military strategies led to the conquest of many countries. However, he was ultimately defeated at the Battle of Waterloo and deposed. 19. Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began in the late 18th century in Britain. Mechanization and factory production advanced, significantly changing the economy and society. The Industrial Revolution spread to other countries, laying the foundation for the modern industrial society. 20. American Civil War. From 1861 to 1865, the Civil War occurred in the United States. The primary cause was the conflict over slavery. Ultimately, the northern states won, and the United States remained unified. 21. Meiji Restoration. In 1868, the Meiji Restoration took place in Japan. This reform overthrew the Tokugawa shogunate and led Japan into becoming a modern nation. Japan rapidly developed by adopting Western technology and culture. 22. World War I. From 1914 to 1918, World War I occurred. It involved many countries, centered around Europe, and became a global conflict. The outcome of the war significantly altered the map of Europe, with the emergence of new nations. 23. Russian Revolution. In 1917, the Russian Revolution led to the collapse of the Russian Empire. The Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, seized power and established the Soviet Union. This revolution spread socialist movements worldwide. 24. Great Depression. In 1929, a major economic crisis began with the stock market crash in the United States, known as the Great Depression. It caused widespread unemployment and homelessness, significantly affecting economic policies worldwide. 25. World War II. From 1939 to 1945, World War II took place. It was fought in Europe, Asia, and Africa, and resulted in millions of deaths. The Allies won, and the United Nations was established following the war. 26. Atomic bombings. In 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which led to the end of World War II. However, these bombings also resulted in a significant loss of life and highlighted the horrors of atomic weapons. 27. Indian independence. In 1947, India gained independence from Britain. Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent movement played a significant role. This independence influenced other colonial countries, leading to widespread decolonization. 28. Establishment of the People's Republic of China. In 1949, Mao Zedong and the Chinese Communist Party established the People's Republic of China. This marked China's transition to a socialist state, which underwent numerous changes including economic policies and the Cultural Revolution. 29. Korean War. From 1950 to 1953, the Korean War was fought between North and South Korea as part of the Cold War. The war ended with a ceasefire, but the Korean peninsula remains divided to this day. 30. Apollo 11 moon landing. In 1969, the American Apollo 11 mission achieved the first manned moon landing. Neil Armstrong famously said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." This event symbolized the progress of science and technology. 31. Fall of the Berlin Wall. In 1989, the Berlin Wall, which had divided East and West Germany, was brought down. The fall of the wall symbolized the end of the Cold War and led to German reunification. 32. Collapse of the Soviet Union. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, leading to the emergence of several independent nations and marking the end of the Cold War. This drastically changed the political map of the world. 33. Spread of the Internet. In the 1990s, the Internet rapidly spread, dramatically speeding up the transmission of information. This has had a significant impact on modern life and business. 34. September 11th attacks. In 2001, the United States experienced a series of coordinated terrorist attacks, notably against the World Trade Center in New York. This event shocked the world and led to enhanced global anti-terrorism measures. 35. Iraq War. In 2003, the United States and the United Kingdom led the invasion of Iraq, primarily over allegations of weapons of mass destruction, which were never found. This war had significant implications for stability in the Middle East. 36. Lehman Brothers collapse. In 2008, the collapse of Lehman Brothers, a major U.S. financial firm, triggered a global financial crisis. Many companies went bankrupt, and unemployment rates surged. 37. Great East Japan earthquake. In 2011, Japan experienced a massive earthquake and tsunami, which led to a nuclear accident at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The disaster caused significant damage and loss, and recovery has been ongoing. 38. Arab Spring. From 2010 to 2012, the Arab Spring saw large-scale democratic movements in the Middle East and North Africa, beginning in Tunisia. Many regimes were overthrown, significantly affecting the region's political landscape. 39. Brexit. In 2016, the United Kingdom voted to leave the European Union, altering its long-standing relationship with the EU. This decision has had extensive economic and political consequences. 40. COVID-19 pandemic. Starting in 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic spread globally, leading to lockdowns and various measures to combat the virus. This pandemic has brought significant changes to economies and lifestyles around the world.